Today we're going to be restoring this 1990s teacher Barbie. This Barbie is important to me because I'm fixing it up for my sister's birthday, because this Barbie was one of the Barbies I had as a little girl, and I gave it to my sister as a gift as a child, and I was excited to find it again to give it to her for her birthday because my sister is now actually a teacher, and I thought I would bring back some nostalgic fun memories. I'm pretty sure she has Kanekalon hair. It's very fluffy. It's beautiful. I always thought the Barbies in the 90s were really beautiful with like the white blonde Barbie hair. Overall, her outfit is in good condition. Everything seems right. She has no shoes, so we'll have to find replacements. But mainly, we gotta tame this hair. Oh, she's got a little mark on her leg. Now she's ready for the salon. To the salon! She's from the 90s, so she might need a little extra soap. And you want to just gently rub the hair. I probably too put too much soap. You just need a tiny little amount. Let's go rinse this out. So once you're done with the shampoo, you want to rinse out the hair. You can see that it's pretty tangly and the texture isn't the greatest. If you want to keep the texture of the hair, like there's curls, like factory curls, or a wave to the hair, you want to rinse it out with cold water, and you want to support the curls from underneath while you're rinsing it. But if you want it to be straight, you want to let the hair fall, and you want a medium heat to hot just from the tap, and that'll help with the straightening process. So after that, you want to get I use conditioner. People often use, some people use fabric softener, but I use conditioner, and you want it to be a bad conditioner. And what I mean by that is you want a conditioner that is full of silicone, and the reason you want that is because it coats the hair and helps it be smooth, and in actual human hair that's bad because it creates buildup, but for your doll hair it creates buildup in a way that makes the doll hair smoother. So you really are looking for not the greatest conditioner, because a conditioner with a lot of oils in it isn't going to do anything because this is an artificial fiber. So if it's got like, ooh, it's got argan oil and it's super nice, you probably want to save that for your actual hair. And you want to get generally a cheaper conditioner to work with on doll hair. And you want to really saturate everything. And at this point you can either just let it sit in the hair for a little bit, or you can let it sit. I've had dolls sit overnight that were like really rough. I don't know if it actually makes a difference to the hair texture, but it feels like it does, doesn't it, to leave it on? And at this point, what you could do is you could rinse out the hair and just go on to combing it through. But the best time to comb it through is when it's really saturated with the conditioner, because it makes it, I'm gonna say the word, it makes it lubricated, which makes it easier to go through the hair. What you want to do is you want to start from the ends of your hair with a comb. I'm just using a wide tooth comb from the dollar store. And what you want to do is you want to start with the wide end in case there's knots, because this will make it easier to avoid them in the first round. And you want to start from the end of the hair. And you just want to gently do this. Because if you go too quickly, you're going to lose a lot of hair. And doll hair don't grow back. One of life's early lessons. Alright, turn the other side. This is something that's good to do if you're watching a movie or a TV show. If you do a bunch of dolls at once, then you kind of get over the monotonousness of the task. I'm going to skip that word. But it makes the tasks seem to go by faster. And then by the end of a couple movies, you got your dolls all ready to go. See, when we go from the ends, we're not getting any tangles so far. Now we're getting closer to the scalp, it's more tangly. You can kind of hear that resistance. I just want to slowly go through. Sometimes it's easier if you work in smaller sections. So if you feel resistance, like you got caught in a knot, you just want to go back to lower on the hair and then work your way back up to that area. And you can resaturate any really knotted parts with more conditioner. Yeah, it's one section. And this is a lot easier to do because the hair is slicked with the conditioner. You can do this after you rinse it out, but I find it's a lot harder to pull through. Also, if your doll is especially delicate, you might want to gently remove the head just to work on it by itself, or support the head because you don't want it to pull too hard on the neck. Especially on older dolls, because they tend to get rips in the vinyl from movement. And despite being gentle, you might still get a lot of fallout depending on what doll you're doing. So after you go through with the thick end, you can always go in with the thin end of your brush with your comb and go again from the ends all the way through. So after you've combed through the hair, you can run it under warm water if you want it to be more straight, or cold water again, supporting the curls if you want to maintain them. And once you've rinsed it, before you let it air dry, you can take some steps to make it look nicer when you're finished by combing the hair in the style and direction that you want for later. So how I do that is I pick up to the back layers and I brush the hair down in the direction I want it to go. So this would be for just a straight down look. So bring down a little layer, brush it through, then you bring down the next layer, brush it through. This helps if you want a really sleek style. So you want to make sure on the sides it's pulled down the way you'd like it. And then you let the different hair down. Just a little layer at a time. And gently brush it in the direction you want it to go. So if you want it smooth, you want to make sure you get it as smooth as possible now. Yeah. And if there's any part you want to establish that part now. This hairdo is so if there's any part you want to establish that now, but this hairdo goes straight back. So we're just pulling the hair back gently and combing it smoothly. And last little bit. And then what you want to do is you want to take a toothbrush. This is a little kid's toothbrush you get at the dollar store. And then you want to run it over the surface to really smooth down any flyaways. This will help with it being really nice and smooth later. So let's look at our bangs. Bangs are something you want to really make sure you set nicely before they dry the first time. I think her bangs go to the side. So you can just comb them through and then It's really nice to comb bangs with like a little toothbrush. You can kind of run them through. Make sure they're smooth. Kind of pinch them to the side. Some of the flyaways are going to be just permanent hair snags, and you're going to just have to cut those out. But we'll look at that once her hair is fully dry. So now you just let her sit. Just let her sit down and let her fully dry. Now that she's dry, I like to do a final comb through. About restyling her hair. So she had a pretty simple hairdo. It was a half up, half down. Just like to take the hair elastic and just stretch it a little bit before you use it. And let's see. There are no really good photos of this hairstyle because a lot of the mint and box dolls, because they're so old, the elastics in their hair are broken, so you can't really tell the exact style. But it's approximately from next to the ear. Yep. And a little bit on top. Get the toothbrush. Just smooth it out at the top. And we just want to keep wrapping until we get to the end of the elastic. Now, here's what she looks like restyled. Great job! Now time for some shoes. Now I have a case of collected shoes that I found thrifting, and we're looking for some red ones. So, we got red boots. Let's see. Some little flat ones. This is probably close to the one she had. So we got those. Oh, we got these ones that have like a little flower on them. That's cute. Got tiny flower. And then we've got these ones with a strap. I think I might go with these ones. Alright, Cinderella moment. See? Bam! One shoe. And there she is. Oh, it's a little small. There she is. Two shoes. Very cute. This also reminds me that there was a controversy around this doll. When she first came out, under her dress she had nude panties, so panties that matched her skin, and people thought that was salacious in 1995. So this is the second release of the Barbie, and she has very clear white Barbie printed underpants that I remember distinctly from the 90s. With that, let's look at some beauty shots. Bye now. Thanks for watching. Stay playful.